so as most of you guys probably know by now, I've made a return to Fallout 76, and one of the things I've been hearing that Bethesda have actually added in my time of being on exile, aka my time of working a full-time job and then just coming home and watching a Bella Danger videos in my free time. In my time of exile from Fallout 76, I actually heard that Bethesda recently added a DLC which actually lets you become a ghoul. Of course, there is a quest line for this, and you know, I completed the first basic start to it of meeting the ghouls that actually help you transform. But then, of course, I ended up getting to the mission, which does allow you to become a ghoul. Of course, it actually starts off this mission, which is called A Fresh Pair of Jeans, by you actually entering a cave where you have to go speak to Parnithia about becoming a ghoul. Or Parthenia. I think it's Parthenia. What a weird fucking name, bro. For those of you who don't know who this crazy-ass ghoul scientist is, I'm gonna give you a quick recap. She's essentially a scientist who wants to turn humans into ghouls to, I guess, study the other effects of a human becoming a ghoul. Once you have spoken to her, she tells you that she needs you to go and have an inhale of this inhaler that is sitting over there on the table. Usually, of course, I never take a puff of anyone's inhaler, unless it's hay fever season where I'm going to have a hit of your asthma spray, or I've had one too many beers and I'm going to have a hit of your vape, because drunk cigs, drunk vapes, they don't count. As I go to take a puff of her inhaler, I quickly realize, of course I have to take my fucking power armor off to do it.
Never get away with it.
Once you've taken a hit of her inhaler, you then go into this room where rads, of course, overtake your body, causing you to pass out like you've been drugged up. You wake up extremely groggy, and my first thought of when I woke up is, where the fuck is my power armor? But after that thought, you then quickly realize you've been turned into a ghoul, and now you need to decide what your future look is going to be. After selecting your new look, the game explains the new effects of changing into a ghoul, such as new perks, dialogue interactions, and much more. You could then speak to Parthenia about your newfound life of being a ghoul.
Ah, smooth recovery. Unless you're growing pustules under your tongue, which I haven't gained the privilege of seeing yet. Well, are you? But I would relish the opportunity to study any unusual developments. Didn't we talk about this?
After listening to Parthenia yap, there's another ghoul named Maddox who has some interesting things to say about your new look.
First time I'm seeing a freshly minted ghoul. Except myself, but that was more of a gradual process. You must be feeling brand new. You won't be missing it for long. No more infected wounds, no more worrying about radiation. You're free now, unstoppable. And you're going to carry our cause, the dream of the ghouls. See, people will try to beat us down because we have what they don't, and they're afraid of that. So we answer by living our lives to the fullest.
Maddox mentions of another ghoul named Jay, who may have some interesting stuff that we want to hear.
A new doll for me to dress up? Or are you one of those monstrous and proud types?
No hesitations.
Well, let me take you up on that offer. Javo, resident stylist, and nowadays disguise expert. If you're heading into society for regular humans and want to blend in, I'll set you up.
One of those interesting things she does mention is a potential makeover to help us in the outside world who may not be so accepting of being a ghoul. Now look, with this makeover, I thought she was going to make me look like a Kardashian. What I didn't know she was going to do is literally put a bag over my head and call it a day. Like, if I wanted to have a bag be put over my head by a woman, I would literally just get back with my ex who couldn't freaking stand seeing my ugly ass face anymore. After speaking with Maddox, I decided to leave for a new quest as I realized my power armor went completely missing from when I had to take it off. As I was looking for it, I explored outside of the Ghoul's home, which was completely covered in rads, as I could just really feel my nipple hairs falling off my chest by the second. I then go and check out the cave where I began the mission to look for my power armor. But then I just realized how mentally dumb I was, and it had just been in my inventory the whole entire time. One thing I wanted to test once I had done with this whole entire mission is what happens if you decide to reverse the effects of being a ghoul and go back to being a human. First of all, you do go to the character option on the main menu where you can click to revert to humanity. Now I thought I'd just test this because knowing Bethesda, I thought, look, I'm going to revert to humanity here, and if I wanted to go back to a ghoul, they're going to charge me, so I just figured it'd be like a couple hundred atomic shot points. What I didn't realize is it is 1,000 fucking atomic shot points if you want to go back to being a ghoul. And the worst part is Bethesda don't even offer you a complimentary hand job with this, which I think is fucking insane. Now, 1,000 atomic points is literally like $10 to $15 Australian just for you to turn back into a ghoul and lose all your nipple and penis pubes and all of that shit. You have to pay all of that money to make that happen, which I just find absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Now, what are my thoughts and opinions overall on this quest of becoming a ghoul? Look, I thought it was okay. In fact, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I thought there could have been a lot more, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because at the end of the day, while Bethesda were creating this, I believe they simply just wanted it out as quick as they could to kind of go alongside the, of course, Fallout TV show and the very popular Walton Goggins as Cooper Howard the Ghoul. They wanted something to go with it, and everyone was obsessed with Ghoul, so they basically gave you an option to make it happen. Now again, the quest line is very, very short. It's literally like 3 missions and takes you like, honestly, an hour overall to complete. And the realistic thing is that this can be good and bad depending how you want to deal with it. If you're just happy to have a short little fun quest of you becoming a ghoul and that's all you want, if you want a really cool just little quest to become a ghoul, I mean, this one is overall perfect. But if you were expecting something much better and to have a actual quest line that was going to be quite long, well, you're flat out just not going to be getting this in Fallout 76 with this one. You're gonna have to do another quest line. Again, overall, I wanted more, so I think it's not very good, and I was kind of left hungry for more. Like, look at the state of me, of course I was hungry. But also, I understand why people actually might really like this because it was short and sweet, which is what they may have actually potentially wanted. So of course, I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Have you guys played the Fallout 76 Ghoul storyline on you becoming a ghoul? Did you guys like it or did you guys not? Again, I'd very much like to know your thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all latest gaming and movie content news. Comment down below. My sports channel will also be linked down below, and my Instagram. Go give it a follow. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.